The more hits we play, the more hits we get. URLradio.net. Stacey Sturm, and in the studio with me again today for Women's Power Hour is our Women's Empowerment Doctor.
Yes.
Yes. How's it going, Jer?
Absolutely fantastic. Every time I come in here, I always am in a better mood than I was better than I came.
Well, I guess that's
bitter,
good.
butter comes better. Butter comes better. Without a doubt. It's just a pleasure visiting with you. Such a balanced person. It's an honor.
Well, thanks. I give credit to my family.
Ooh, yes. Lovely
Yeah.
mom and dad.
Yes,
Sweet.
good foundations.
Great people.
So let's talk some numbers today.
Yeah. I'm going to tell a little bit
Okay.
of history, because sometimes people, maybe if they haven't delved into the history, which I always do, because I always want to find out where things started and where they originated, which is really important, so there's no misunderstanding of what it is. So I looked up some history on numerology. And it used to be part of early history's regular math studies. So today we refer to it as numerology, and the information contained in our numerology today is a variety of cultures and teachings from the Greek 16th century. Oh, excuse me, 6th. I said 16th. 6th. We're not quite that Greek. The 6th century Greek, early Christians, Hebrew system, the Hindu, the Chinese, and Egyptians. That information is compiled in today's numerology.
Okay.
So St. Augustine, back in 354 to 430 AD, wrote this interesting thing. He said, numbers are the universal language offered to humans as confirmation of the truth. Now, this is St. Augustine. This is not, he was writing his wisdom and how valuable numbers are to people.
Sure.
Okay, so in 32 AD, by the way, the Bible was compiled in 350 AD,
Okay.
By Constantinople, because he had a pagan, his rule was, so the Christians were taken over, and he decided that he would call in all these noted men and then they would compile all this Christian information and compile and make a Bible.
Okay.
So he did that to keep peace in his kingdom so that they wouldn't overthrow him, and that was a very wise thing. So anyway, so this was in 325 AD. The first council of Roman Empire stated that the beliefs of the state church, that numerology along with astrology were unapproved beliefs. So at that time, way back then, when they were doing the Bible and all that information, they threw out numerology and astrology. And as you know, through the history of time during the Dark Ages, it was really a taboo thing too.
Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't until, and that belief continued almost until around 18 and 1900s, and there was a Mrs. L. Dall Balith, and she compiled the ancient Babylonia, which is really the basis way back to the origination of our histories in Babylonia, and we keep blowing it up, but anyway, with biblical references, and numerology is a system we know today.
Yeah.
So she took biblical and back from Babylonia information. So that's the numerology.
What the basis was for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a little more detailed in it, but I just took the skim of it so that you would know that it did have origin, and it just sort of got thrown out like. It's kind of like the pendulum, how important that was. Well, these numbers used to be important to people, and if that was your number, you would see those things in your life, and that was your value of it. It wasn't to tell you you're supposed to live your life a certain way.
Right.
It was just to help you with direction, and maybe you didn't know that you were a very courageous person. You may have felt it, but just for you to know that you are courageous, or like you're a leader, and that you're great with money.
My number's 1. I'm the goddess number.
It makes you even better as far as saying, oh, well, I already think that, and that's how I am. So it would just strengthen who you are. That's what they were intended for. So one of my favorite persons was Einstein, and he was a firm believer in numbers, and he also practiced numerology. He was a practiced numerologist.
Okay.
So that was like, I don't know what they titled it, but I mean, that was like part of his business.
Sure.
Anyway, so that was kind of a little bit of the history that it was math.
Yeah.
And when you went to school, you did learn how to do numerology.
That's crazy. I love numerology. I love it. I do.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to
It's
get
kind
into
of like algebra.
It is,
But we
but
threw it
less
out to the
technical,
wind.
more fun.
Yes.
So here's what we've already had people that are Facebooking in numbers and
Okay.
emailing in numbers. And the first one is from Amanda.
All
And
right.
she says she sees the number 11 a lot.
Oh, my goodness. Well,
Yeah. So the number 11, what does that mean? Why is she seeing that?
So 11 is usually on a spiritual level, the universe is taking a picture of what she's thinking. And
Isn't that we've seen that a lot now.
Yes.
Remember, Nicole said she's seen 9/11 a lot.
Yes.
And I think Laura even said she sees like 1
She sees
111. She sees
You want to have good
That's
thoughts
crazy.
because you're going to get what you're thinking.
3 people at the radio station already. Like that's
Ooh,
their
you
big
guys-
number.
well, you guys
1-1. Okay, so
But
tell.
think of the success of your business because you're going to get what you want.
Yeah, we damn it.
Okay, so let me
Okay,
just.
so 11.
So it says pay attention to your repetitive thoughts.
Okay.
So it's very important if she's seen 11 and any of her ideals because she's getting an answer to all those. So if you look at it on a spiritual level with that, her prayers are being answered to whatever thoughts she's having. So what she's thinking when she's seeing that 11s, that's what she's going to get an answer to.
Okay.
And-
So she needs to really concentrate on that when she sees 11. What she wants.
And she should really go into her spiritual self and avoid any addictive behavior because she'll get that too.
Okay. All
You need to
right.
leave something? Oh, I'm sorry.
Josie's just hanging out.
Oh, okay,
Oh my
okay.
God, you're a numerologist?
No. I'm giving information.
Among other things. She
I-
studies all sorts of things.
Yeah.
What's your birth date, Joes? What's your birth
My
date?
birthday is March 25th,
Okay.
Of what year?
76.
3/25 of
1976. Okay, so tell Josie about. See, I'm condensed down to number 1. I am the goddess number.
Now, I was going to bring. I don't have a numerology book. I looked in my little library and I thought I had one because I have read a couple books. I could have checked one out at the library, but I think you can just hop on the internet. But if you it's just like a little system where you add up your numbers. Let's see, 8, 6. So she would be a 3.
Okay.
And let's look what a basic 3 is. And it's just broken down to as little as we can get it. So it says you actually are happy, a communication, interactor type person.
I'm really not.
Self-expression.
Liar.
Well, then don't smile and be happy.
Yeah,
okay?
she's smiling and laughing.
She have innovative skills.
Huh?
And on a spiritual level, the beauty lies within. So it isn't that the outward beauty, but it's that the inward beauty you have that help people see and they relate to you with, and you understand that about people and who you are and how other people, because that's how you look. And I'm just saying what's on here. I don't know you personally. I just did little blips of what a 3 would, but basically you're a very happy person, and you can communicate and interact with people and things like that. So it's really good. Nice.
I am a communicator.
Oh, well.
She used to be in radio too.
Oh, well, there you go. You did what you were supposed to do. That's you.
Okay.
No, and on
She's
So-
flipping through.
1,
I
2,
was going to ask you
3.
why 222 follows me around.
222?
Yes.
Like a time or a
Oh, you
license
have the
plate?
twos.
Everywhere there's 222.
222.
222.
Okay.
Not
We'll
the
look at that too
fours.
then. 222.
Okay, so we can look it up spiritually, because I love I'm very much a God person, so I always think of those realms first before I even get to the physicalness. Because usually when you're getting numbers that are brought to you like that, they are coming to you from
Everywhere.
everywhere, but from guidance. Okay, it says you're supposed to have faith. It's telling you to have faith, that everything's going to be all right. Don't worry about anything, as this situation is resolving itself beautifully for everybody involved. So even though it's a worry for you, it is being resolved for everybody. So you're seeing those 2 twos. So we can look it up under feng shui.
That's funny because this is what Stacy's been telling me for a year.
She's so balanced. I don't wonder. Oh gosh. So and 2, if you were to look it up in feng shui, it's easy. So the fact that you see the number 2 is telling you that whatever it is going to be easily worked out. Because there's like 3 different ways you can do, and the number 2s together are telling you about being intuitive. So it's all kind of like fit into what she's saying. Gee, maybe you would be over here. Yeah, I think I'm going to ask her for. I just bring information. You know, I go. I'm a quest of knowledge. I like everything, so I bring all the information.
So I should pay attention to my gut.
Yeah.
And Stacy Sturm.
And Stacy.
Yeah. Yeah, because she's into 8s. No. No, whatever it is will be easily done for everybody concerned.
Well, look at that.
Thank you.
It'll be good.
Well,
That's
you
what the
probably
book
made
says,
Joe's
so.
feel better. Okay, we had Sue has Facebooked in, and she says she sees the number 24 a lot.
Oh, 24. See? And you also can add up, so if you take 2 and 4 and you add it together, you get 6. 6, that's very much to do with love and concerns about love, too. There's several ways you can do that, but I'm going to look up her 24. Oops. No, page doesn't want us here. Okay, so the angels are trying to tell you that they want you to know that they're right with you right now. Believe in your angels and believe in their desire and power to help you. So you might have been asking for help in some way, of some form, and you're just being told that your help is there and they're right there right now with you. So it's all going to be okay. And if you add up the numbers, they come out to love. And so 6 is a love number. And so there's a lot of love around that person and whatever situation or whatever her thoughts are, she's being radiated love to her. So it's really nice, sweet.
This is going to sound weird, but often when
It's going to sound weird. Nothing you say is weird anymore, right?
often,
Go for it. Let's
and
hear
this
you.
only happens at work. I think it's something to do with this building. I think this building is totally haunted. For some reason, when I sit at my desk, I think of the number 33 a lot. No other place, but I'll just sit down and in certain times, like the number 33 will pop into my head. What does that mean?
Well, all things in truth are triads of 3.
True. Yeah. Okay.
And
we talked
3 and
about
3
that.
makes 6. There's a lot of love.
Okay.
So somewhere extruding, coming from that, because when you do feng shui or the Chinese numbers and feng shui and Chinese numerology are pretty similar. Feng shui and to numerology a little bit, and they always go back to the singular digit, and the singular digit is the 6 with the love.
Okay.
But when you want to do it on a spiritual level, you can look it up. You can figure the numbers out a little bit different. So 33 says that there's ascended masters around you. So that's pretty amazing. So ascended masters could be whoever you believe in, like Jesus, Buddha, Gandhi, whoever, you think of masters.
My
or
spiritual
archangels.
guru is Slash of Guns N' Roses.
Okay, so they've come to help you with your mission. Whatever mission you have, and they're going to answer that prayer. And so it says, if you're seeing 33, tune into them and ask them any question you wish at that time when you see the 33.
Okay.
So they could be like maybe archangels that are with you, or I don't know, whatever your belief is, whatever you believe to be a master, ascended master. And if Jesus is really strong for you, then you could visualize him and ask whatever questions you want, and you will get answers.
Okay. All right.
I mean, that's what this is. Here.
All right. Dustin, he says, since he started job hunting, he's seen 15 a lot.
15.
All of his appointments are like at 8:15,
What is this
9:15.
today? 5 and 1 makes 6. What's this?
That's
love?
true,
What is these
yeah.
love people here?
Oh,
it's
this
great.
love on URL Radio.
So he's wanting a job that
he's on a job hunt.
he can be connected with, that he wants to feel part of, because he's putting out. He wants something to do with, when you're with family or connected with people and love connection. He doesn't want to just work. He wants a job that he loves. So that's why he's seeing the 15. And when he's seeing that 15, whatever he's thinking at the time, he needs to change his thoughts.
Okay.
Because somehow or another he's, it says use affirmations, if that's what he does, or prayers to help his thoughts and feelings to rise above negativity. So he may be having some negative thought about where he's at. But the number 1 and 5 is a love thought. So he needs to change at the moment. He might want to go back to think, what was he thinking of just before he saw 15? And if you can, you will know why he saw the 15, and then he can change that thought.
Okay.